Hey everyone, it is Monday, April 14th, 2025. We could be looking at the possibility of maybe more strong thunderstorms heading into April 17th and 18th. That would be Thursday and Friday of this week. We begin right now with a look at the day 4 outlook by the Storm Prediction Center. And you'll see that on Thursday, this is Thursday going into Thursday night, mostly Iowa's in the hot seat right here. Notice on the legend we have 15% area and a 30%. This is that 15%. So confidence is increasing, but we're not looking at any widespread threat like what we've seen weeks past with those long track tornadoes. Here's a look right now at the day 5. This would actually be on Friday, and you can see again that 15%, and that does extend all the way from Michigan down to Texas. Let's get a look right now at the driving force, and it all has to do with that upper level jet stream here. So this is what we call a positively tilted trough, and so on. You have a positive tilted trough, and then you have a negative tilted trough. This right here is a positive one. Typically, they can cause thunderstorms, but they're not normally as severe. Negative tilted troughs typically cause more severe thunderstorms, but I digress. Now, as we head towards Thursday, notice here as we have the jet stream, these are strong jet stream winds. Notice that they kind of diverge. When the winds spread apart, that causes rising air in the upper atmosphere. And so that divergence is going to lead to thunderstorms downstream right around Iowa heading into Thursday. And this looks more like a Thursday night threat more so than anything else. So let's kind of go ahead and walk you through. The threat actually escalates a little bit heading into Friday. Notice how as we head towards Friday, that trough actually strengthens just a little bit. Notice that these jet stream winds actually pick up quite a bit, and these are going to be even stronger than what we saw on Thursday, and so that will help to escalate that risk of thunderstorms. Heading into Friday evening, though, and going into Saturday, eventually that moves on out of here, and then you can see that things eventually improve heading into Saturday. Now, as we get a look at the amount of energy in the atmosphere, now this is going to be Thursday. Notice how up here, this is going to be at 12Z on Thursday morning. So you can see that right there. What time is that? That's like 5 a.m., 6 a.m. here. And that's going to be where we start seeing this energy streaming up to the north. And so you can see right here, this is what we call CAPE. That is energy that thunderstorms need. CAPE will be strongest across the state of Iowa and even into parts of Nebraska, maybe even Kansas and Missouri. Heading into Thursday evening, though, eventually that energy amplifying. So as we head towards Thursday evening, now you can see now we're getting some CAPE values even stronger. And so now look at that yellow across northwest Missouri. That's going to be late Thursday night heading into Friday morning. And then as we head towards Friday around dawn, notice that eventually it starts to improve. Now, this is going to be that round 2 threat. So on Friday afternoon, this is going to be this threat right here where that yellow is. And as we head into Friday, you can see that the storm potential energy is going to be pretty strong right here from Illinois down through Texas, right there where that CAPE is going to be higher. And notice that that says 21Z on Friday, so that's going to be heading into Friday evening, probably around 5, 6 o'clock. We'll be looking at thunderstorms breaking out across the region. We are still 4 days out, and so we don't get the high-resolution models until we get within 2 to 3 days, and so it's still too far out, but notice that the GFS model starting to show a little something here heading into Thursday. And again, the GFS it's not a convective model, but you'll notice that it is trying to show some development right in through here across, again, Iowa, parts of Illinois, heading into, this is going to be Thursday night heading into Friday morning. Then as we head into Friday afternoon, oh boy, here we go. You can see this is going to be 3Z on Saturday. That's about 9 p.m. on Friday night, approximately. And here we go, more thunderstorms here developing across parts of the Tennessee Valley down to the southern plains. And that's going to be Friday night heading into Saturday morning. Okay, so let's kind of tie this up with a bow and kind of walk you through how this is going to evolve. So again, Thursday morning, you got your warm front here. Heading into Friday, here's your cold front that we're tracking. And as we head towards Saturday, that cold front's going to weaken. But right here, you can see where we have that warm front. The battle between the warm air from the south and the cold air to the north is going to be where we see that best threat of thunderstorms. So let's go ahead right now and draw that out. And again, it's always right around here where that cold front meets up with that warm front. That's typically where you get the severe weather. And this go around is no different. That's where most of the thunderstorms will take place. What is the overall risk of tornadoes? This is a 3-kilometer energy helicity index. And what this is essentially doing is showing you spin in the lower levels of the atmosphere. So you're taking in things such as humidity, winds moving in different direction with height. We call that shear. You're talking about changes in the temperature with height. We call that lapse rate. Again, this is kind of tying all that together. And you can see that as we head towards Thursday, bada bing, bada boom. Look at this right here. All right. So this is going to be at 3Z on Friday morning. That's going to be about 9 p.m., 8 p.m., give or take. Right here, you can see that we're going to be talking about that risk of thunderstorms. And eventually, as we head into Friday evening, we're going to be looking at that risk improving a little bit here. But you can see on Friday, here's that second risk. It's not as pronounced on Friday, and then eventually begins to kind of improve on Saturday. So that is my spiel for now. Of course, if anything changes, I'll be sure to hop on here and do another video.